This is my third crypto bull run. And last time I watched generational wealth slip through my hands within months. You see, the thing about crypto is that the traditional rules of investing don't really work the same way. The psychology of the crypto market basically makes investing like playing Call of Duty or any game on the hardest absolute difficulty possible. So, I just wanted to take a quick moment to share the lessons that I've learned with you so that you can make sure that you don't make that crazy level of a mistake that will plague you for years and potentially the rest of your life. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have a plan going into the bull market. So obviously we're still pretty far along into this. So if you haven't had a plan yet, well, you need to have done that yesterday. And the reason for that is that once you're in the middle of this and you've got Bitcoin going to whatever level it goes to and the altcoins are taking off, your emotions are going to start getting involved into your decision making. And in some situations, that's great. In finance, not so much. Um, Going into a bull run without a specific plan with highlighted take profit levels and levels that you want to get out at is like jumping out of a plane blindfolded. Um, Sounds kind of fun, right? No. So you could jump out of the plane and be blindfolded and you just immediately pull your parachute, right? So that way, at least you won't likely die. I mean, you could still die. But anyways, um or you jump out of the plane and you are like, "Oh, I'm a daredevil. I'm just going to, have fun and then actually enjoy the process, right, of jumping out of a plane." And you pull the parachute too late. Well, we know what happens in that situation as well. So, um, basically, don't do that. Don't jump out of the plane blindfolded. You don't need to do that. It's still fun without that. So, look, here's the specifics of the psychology that can get in the way when you don't have a plan. There's this concept called the affect heuristic, which just says that we use emotions rather than factual information to make decisions all the time. Specifically, something that can happen in the middle of a bull market is you suffer from what is called overconfidence. So, trust me, when you're doing well, nothing can go wrong, and you're a genius, and you are perfectly in control of the outcomes. Well, the reality is that you're not really in control of the outcomes in any market. So it's really important, once again, to not rely on your emotions in these scenarios and to get overconfident and start to slip away from what is real, which is that we don't have a lot of control over these outcomes. Unless, right, you take control, which means to do the thing that we'll talk about second. But another thing that happens is we suffer from recency bias. So it's very similar, but recent events are given more weight than what has actually happened as a trend in history or actual probabilities. So when you're in the middle of a bull run, you're not thinking about the fact that the bull run is going to end at some point based upon the data that we have and the probabilities that we can work with. So, although it will feel like this is going to go on forever, you're going to have the news telling you about how the world is changing and we'll never go back. That doesn't mean that we won't still have a valley in the actual prices of the crypto market before we continue to change the world on this path. Um, Lastly, we all suffer from confirmation bias. So we seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs. instead of listening to any opposing views. So when the time comes, and once again, the news is telling you you're a genius, this is the best thing that could possibly be happening in your life, and you're not going to see the signs that things are starting to turn around. So just understand that your emotions are going to work against you, and you need to have a written plan that says, hey, this is where I'm going to take profits at. I'm going to liquidate this amount of my portfolio here and there. That way you also minimize the regret that you have at the end of a bull market. You can't, you can only have regret if you don't have a plan, because either you didn't sell right high enough, or you sold too late. When you have a plan, right, you're going to minimize the level of regret that you actually have, because at least you followed the plan. Once again, we're just talking about having a plan. I'm not even going to talk about actually following the plan today. You need to watch other videos when it comes to stuff like that. But yeah, just make sure you have a plan. And I have been through this, and I have helped my friends come up with plans, and my family come up with plans. And if it's something that you need help with, just sign up for a call. In the description, you can sign up for a call with me, no obligations. Happy to just chat with you about it. Um, Next, make sure that you take profits at some point. Listen, once again, the rules of traditional investing just don't really work the same way. All right. This market moves in what we've seen so far as these 4-year cycles. So when you are thinking about how to kind of, taking advantage of compounding interest and exponential growth, the best thing that you can possibly do in this market is to just hold, right? Just hold and don't touch it and don't change anything. The problem that happens with crypto is that you actually get these life-changing amounts of money in very short periods of time. And once again, that doesn't happen the same way in stocks. It doesn't happen the same way with a bond. And because of that, you kind of have to treat it a little bit differently. So if you find that you've kind of come up on a level of wealth that dwarfs, right, your income that you make on a yearly basis, or all of your other investments that you have to think about ways to strategically um, rebalance your overall portfolio, right? So you don't have to think about it as, oh, I'm taking profits and I'm interrupting the whole compounding effect. But in this situation, when things get so far out of whack, right, you kind of need to rebalance a little bit, just to make sure that you're not overly concentrated in something that is certainly going to retrace at some point by potentially 90% or more. So, once again, if you just have it like that and this isn't affecting you in that way, that's another reason why actually you might not take any profits. I listen to Raoul Pal all the time, and it's like, he's extremely wealthy. So, no, he doesn't need to take profits, and he can really just sit there and let it happen. Um, but even he will take some profits. So either you aren't making a life changing amount of money, right? It's just kind of there, it's just growing. Okay, in that situation, let it be. Don't think about it. Don't touch it. Treat it like you would any other investment account. Or once again, if you are just independently wealthy or free and you don't have to think about uh, money at all anyway, then you can also kind of afford to just let it cook and do its thing. Don't even think about it. But otherwise, I just want to leave you with a quote from The Psychology of Money. I picked it up and started reading it again. He said, um, do not risk what you need and have for what you don't have and don't need. So, once again, if you've got a life changing amount of money that you've made in this market, do not risk losing that for an extra 10%, an extra 20%, or even an extra 100%, because your life is completely changed. So you need to secure that change in your life, and then leave some, right? You don't ever sell everything, okay? You slowly get out, or you slowly take profits, and then you let the rest of it ride. Um, there's no way to time the top with perfect consistency, which goes back to point one of why you need to have a plan. That's not your job. Your job isn't to sell at the very top. Your job is to secure profits, create a better life for yourself, and a better future. Um, so, with that said, let's move into the third thing that I want you to do. I want you to make sure that you do something with your profits when you take profits. For me, I could have just, I could have done something really dumb in the last bull run, and that actually would have been smart because it would have allowed me to have secured the amount of money that I had made at that point in time. So, you don't have to do anything dumb. I'm not recommending that. But I am recommending that you do something real with the profits that you have, whether that is to start a new business, whether that is to go out and pay to learn a new skill of some sort, or maybe even just do something fun and enjoy yourself and have fun in your life, right? The whole reason that we're in this game, that we're trying to make money, is to create a better life for ourselves and for the people around us or other people that we want to help. So go out and help someone, right? Do something real and tangible in the world. It makes all of this worth doing. Um, so yeah, I don't recommend just taking everything that you make and putting it into another investment. I think that's fine. I think it's great to kind of keep your money growing in that sense. But I think it's also important that you take some of what you've made and do something real for yourself so that you can also create the wiring in your brain around what it means to invest and what it actually does for your life when you do this the right way. So, anyways, I hope this helped you. The market is going to test you. It is designed to transfer wealth from the emotional to the strategic. And so it's really important to do everything that you can to follow a plan, make sure you have a plan, and do something real with the money at the end of it. I've already fumbled generational wealth once. I'm not going to do that again. And I highly recommend that you don't do it either because that really messes with your brain. and Yeah. So if this was helpful to you, definitely hit like, hit subscribe on the channel. We're talking about everything that has to do with the psychology of investing and also productivity. So, how you can build better habits into your life that allow you to create financial success and success in every area of your life. So, definitely, if this was helpful to you and you have friends or family that are investing in crypto, please send them this video so that they can see uh, what it's like, and just have some real perspective of what can happen in the middle of these bull runs. So, yeah, other than that, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.